Hello, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back again in the weekend webinar organized and hosted by the Skillers Education Consultancy. As always, I'm here, Dr. Kiran Hashmi, for you with yet another very interesting, very relevant topic of the time, which everybody is looking forward to, trying to learn, and that is integrating technology into education. Now, this is something that we all are struggling with. This is something that we all are trying to learn. This is something that we all need to know because due to this pandemic, we have been pushed into the sea of technology. And as teachers, we need to teach through technology. So it is important for us, for all of us, everybody, to learn technology integration. Now, it's a privilege for me to have somebody here whom I got to know through one of my students and now a colleague, Miss Mehvish Mufti. Miss Mufti is associated with the Ikra University. She's, mashallah, say an MPhil in education, and she is doing a marvelous job in teaching through technology. Mehvish is really supporting a lot of teachers across in helping them not only understand the importance of technology, but also how to use technology. So she's basically helping all the teacher educators and teachers around us to use technology in a more effective yet user-friendly way. So I'll just introduce Mehvish to you. So everybody, please welcome the way you always do. Uh, Welcome, Mehvish. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for taking out time. I'm so happy that you are here on just a single call, which is extremely, it's such a good response. I feel so happy that whenever I invite anyone, they never say no. So either it's my reputation or it's my rapport or credibility or whatsoever. So Mehvish, the viewers who have just joined us, could you please introduce yourself? Though I've already introduced, but just share about the kind of technology integration you have been into and how you are supporting teachers.
First of all, Assalamu alaikum, and I'm really grateful for the platform, the Skillers Education Consultancy Management and Miss Kiran Hashmi to invite me, to give me a chance to be with you people. Inshallah, I'm going to learn a lot from you people. I'm going to take positive vibes, inshallah, by the end of the session. So
I'm
this is
sure you must
Mehvish.
be having since you have met me,
Yes, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah.
right?
You
Okay.
are just a kind person.
Thank you very much.
So
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm Mehvish
So
Mufti.
Mehvish,
Please
let's.
continue.
Sorry.
Yes, please continue.
No, you were saying something. I'm so sorry. Yes.
There isn't anything. I was just about to introduce myself.
Achha. Okay. So let's start,
Please
everyone.
continue.
Over to you, Mehvish. Let's just walk us through what you have prepared with for us. Please help my teachers, the ones who are listening to me. Please help us understand technology integration, and also that's my very personal request. Please share some practical ideas how, as teachers, irrespective of the levels that we are teaching, how we can use technology more effectively. All right. So over to you.
Thank you so much. Okay, this is Mehvish Mufti. Basically, I'm from Faisalabad. I did masters in statistics, and as per the routine we people are following in Pakistan and in all over Asia, that we join teaching once we are done with a degree. My master's degree in statistics was a worthy one, which could do wonders in the society. But I went for teaching, and ultimately I found myself a very good teacher, alhamdulillah. I worked in Faisalabad for 4 years in a very reputable school. Then I got married and moved to Karachi. Like, it's been, mashallah, 10 years I've been living here. So I did work in a reputable school again for 4 more years, and then I realized that I lack where people actually are qualified for this position. They use the specific terminologies, and they have a particular knowledge for different areas. But being a very good teacher, I even then was lacking somewhere. So for that, I quit the job and I went for my B.Ed degree. That is from Karachi University. I did B.Ed only because of that feeling always pinching me at my back somewhere, that I lack. Where people stand, I can't stand those who are actually qualified for this degree. So I really quit my job at the top of my career, and I went to the university and I got, mashallah, 2 years degree from there. And then my urge of learning more and more, and that I don't know what actually there is a sea of knowledge, and even then I'm just trying to swim in it, and I'm unable to swim to the part. The perfection always keep me going, dragging me towards having more and more education. So with the help of my mentor, I'm very grateful to Miss Sajda Bano. She is my mentor. She helped me a lot to choose which topic, which areas I go for, and then my teachers, Sir Suhail Sarhandi, and many other who, alhamdulillah, motivated me. And I went for my MPhil degree. I'm in my last semester, alhamdulillah. So my MPhil degree is in again teacher education. And that moment, where I came, I just went through a course of 6 months of a technology integration in education. At the start of the session, I was like, okay, my teacher is not taking me to the computer lab. We are going to study technology in the classroom. And he was like, yes, in the classroom, we don't need computers and labs for the technology integration in education. That was the time, mind changing time, when I got to know that EdTech, basically educational technology, has nothing to do with the computer labs. Wow, it was a wonder for me for the very first time that educational technology has nothing to do with the computer labs. So that time I came to know it's about the methodologies, it's about the knowledge we need to know. It's not about the computer lab. Believe me, trust me. I myself had the idea, yes, we just take the students to the computer lab and this is educational technology. I had never thought of having the methodologies and all that, which we are going to discuss in the session, is about technology in education actually. So for that, I've prepared a presentation for you, so you can have a material with you too. So for that, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So we can start basically on the topic. I hope you people can see me. Okay, so today we are going to talk about technology and education. Just a minute, can I take a moment, please? And we stop the cam and can you see my screen? Miss Kiran, Hashmi, can you see my screen?
Just 1 minute, Mehvish. Just a second. Yes, it's visible now. We can see your screen.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we are going to talk about technology and the education. As we are living in a high-tech era, an American philosopher, psychologist, and an educational reformer in the first half of 20th century, he says in that time, if we teach today as we taught yesterday, then we rob our children of tomorrow. So the first thing John Dewey, as a great educationist, years, centuries back, he has told us that we should not try to teach our children the way and whatever we have been taught. Otherwise, we cannot prepare our children for the tomorrow. So the first thing when it comes to technology is that why do we use it? Why we use it? And the second thing we need to know that what kind of technology do we use in our education system? Technology is everywhere. It is certainly a part of a landscape of society. It's a culture that we need to have the technology everywhere. If we go somewhere and we don't find internet connection, we don't find computers, we don't find mobiles, look, it's out of our mind that we don't have it. It's always there, so it's now our landscape, part of our landscapes. It has been shown to be effective most of the time. However, generally, technology has not always made a difference. And whenever it hasn't made a difference, we need to explore why it is not making a difference over there. So, what is educational technology basically? According to the section, actually educational, when we talk about education, we talk about educational settings, classroom settings, which includes furniture arrangement, resources, course content, methodologies, all the material, in even the hands-on activities material we take in the class, our lesson plans, even the teaching walls we prepare for our students. It all include our educational settings, and whenever we link all these settings with the technology, this type of technology lead us to the educational technology. It's not about just bringing Microsoft, taking students to the computer lab and introducing them Microsoft Word to type something. No, technology has to come each and every part, educational setting, in your curriculum, in your resources, in your methodologies, in your lesson plans. You have to prepare your walls, you have to prepare your lessons accordingly, like to as per the technology. Then it is educational technology. No matter for what level you are preparing or which institutes you are doing, even you are doing the homeschooling, even then it is about integrating each and every aspect of the education setting with the technology. This section summed up that all the tools, then using those tools, all the processes, resources, technologies, and the procedures, along with the strategies, sums up to bring up an educational technology system. Moreover, he says that the environment also matters. What type of environment you are going to inculcate in the educational technology? Are you going for formal or informal learning, on demand learning? You are doing it for workplace, you are doing lifelong learning, or just in time learning? What type of environment you are going to create? So all these things matter when you are thinking about educational technology. Then next come that why technology should be implemented in education. What makes us do it? Why to bring the technology in education? Why to bring technology in the classrooms? With the technology we can accommodate students very easily. We can go take them one to one, at one to one level. It's easy to handle them and serve their individual needs. It's easily available. We have just prepared, and under a one click it's available to everyone. There are hundreds and thousands of tools which support and provide opportunities to different levels and types of learners. Yes, changes in the curricula. The real world, we can give them the real world exposures just under a fingertip. We have softwares where we just add the answers, then students solve the sums and just writes after the clicking the submit button, they can instantly get a feedback rather waiting for a teacher to check and they come up with the feedback and the results. They can have instant feedback of their work and of their understanding, which can definitely help to promote their fast learning. Okay, so they can collaborate with the other learners, other teachers. Even a child sitting in, interior Saint can have an opportunity to study from a world's best teacher just because of this technology. So we can prepare students more easily for the future world. The next thing that why we should not be implementing it, why we shouldn't bring technology. If you are unable to select a particular technology against a particular objective of your curriculum, the objective you have picked for your lesson, if you are unable to pick up a suitable tool, please don't go for it. Then If you are unable to bring a program, a whole complexity, it's useless to bring technology for one lesson or 2 units. If you cannot bring a whole program that is, helping a child to learn step after another step, then it only causes a distraction. Don't bring it. Where there are financial issues and you understand that your staff and your students will not be able to cope up with the requirements of technology, with the softwares and the equipments we need, hardware and software both, don't go for it. Technology is ever revolving, it's continuously changing, and we have a jungle of information. So don't go for it when you know that it's going to change overnight or in a day or two. Don't go for the information over there. Go for the concrete theories and ideas there. Wherever you think that today this thing is going to cause a lot of distraction in my students, don't go for it. Whenever you know that you have a specific time and technology is going to prolong my lecture, my objectives, don't go for it. Kindly, if you don't have a curriculum, build in curriculum that bases on the technology integration, that bases on the technology aspects. Don't adopt the other objectives for the classroom. Please follow the curriculum that is particularly designed to integrate technology. Please follow it. Students do not need to learn different softwares and different tools unnecessarily where they don't need it. So, what is good or bad about the technology? So, we have Bates in 2005. He says that there is nothing good or bad about technology, but the most important thing is the way technology is used, the way we perceive the technology. That is good or bad. Why technology? See, there are always abuses of everything. Abuse of a pencil is, my teacher was once telling me that he was standing in front of the audience in a conference room and he was delivering a lecture. Someone said, why to give the technology students, why to give the mobiles to the students, as they can harm them. They can have psychological issues, they can have eyesight issues, there are many health issues which students can have. Why would we give them the mobile? Then my teacher said, you know, you have, the person was having a pencil in the hand. My teacher said, you are having a pencil, please keep it away. He said, why to keep it away? He said, it can poke in your eye and can harm and damage your life, can give you a lifetime damage. So see, all the things have abuses if you go for extra use of it. If you are using it purposefully and fruitfully, it won't harm you at all. There is another person who was the Sarhandi Sahab in 2018 states that technology should not be considered as a set of tools or gadgets to be randomly taken to finish a particular job. Rather, it needs proper attention and careful planning to be integrated in education. So, in a while, we are going to see how we can give it proper attention and how we can carefully plan. Plan for what? Plan to integrate the technology in our education. So, there are different modes of learning when we talk about bringing technology. There is D learning, that is distance learning, E learning, and then M learning, that is mobile learning. So there are different types of learning. See, we need to learn from the very basis that what is technology. The way I understand, we have marvelous teachers who have a very good command on their expertise of teaching. They know all the models, all the learning theories, but what they lack where comes the technology. Technology, we need to start from the very grass level, very basic level. That okay, this is technology we bring. You just, what we can do, we can bring the teaching methodology steps, building a teacher, and we can keep attaching the technology from the roots to the top. So we'll discuss about what type of learnings are these and what we can learn. Okay, now it's coming like what we do these days. We infuse technology in our classroom or we integrate. What do we do in our classroom? We integrate or we infuse. Wherever we want, we just take our students to the IT lab and we say, today we had an ICT lesson. No, it's not about this. Simply there are different types of, there is a slight difference in it. Sometimes we are introducing a new software or new applications to a student, a new element into an existing process. My class was, is word processing for writing. I asked my class to write an essay. Okay, they wrote an essay. I checked it and marked it and gave it back to them. Now, in the other section, I took the students to the ICT lab, made them sit in front of a computer and asked them to type on any word processor. For example, Microsoft Word we have used commonly. Okay, type it there. Okay, I edited it there and I, kept it or took out the printouts or just emailed them. So, what was the difference in two sessions? Where were the objectives? My objective was to make them write an essay. What technology brought a difference in the lesson? There was no difference. They just typed, they wrote. Huh? Yes, there was a difference. They typed and then earlier they wrote only. So this is not the technology integration. This is the infusion. Now, let me tell you what is intermixing, so you can have a clear idea. I asked my student to prepare a poster with a report, handwritten report, with a cut and paste of the pictures. And beside it, I asked my student to prepare to explore the internet for a particular topic, gather the information, prepare a PowerPoint presentation, adding text, your own recorded audios about a particular topic, different photos you have gathered, and bring the videos, relevant videos, and along with your own video. And I want you to present it. Now see, in the second example, where the technology has taken this, my lesson objectives, my lessons level. Earlier, they had a limited printed knowledge. Now they have Googled it. They had the world under their click. They went through different extra information. Then their self-confidence when they were recording their own audios or videos. Sorry. And the pictures they collected. And then when they came up with the presentation, the level of their confidence and the knowledge was far higher than the first task. So this is the integration. We don't want our students to learn to use the tools. We want technology to help our students to aggregate their own information, their knowledge, and help them to learn better. So I hope you are able to ponder on the effective technology integration. Somehow we all are integrating, but we want to learn an effective technology integration. So to build a deeper understanding, to engage students emotionally and have clear ideas and to be more responsive, technology is going to help us. Educational technology spread over a past few years in a flashover, including numerous tools, applications, and devices, and virtual realities. We have social networks, we have flipped classroom, and we have numerous tools just waiting for us to integrate them and use them to their best level to make our students respond. So, effective technology integration is actually about a seamless integration. it's not only on use of technology on regular basis, but has also has to have a variety of toning objectives that should be smart. We should be able to use the assessment tools that match learning objectives. We should be able to align the assessments with the objectives and the tools. Instructional strategies and objectives and assessment needs to come in alignment. It's a must thing. Then we can say that yes, this seamless integration is an effective integration in education. Next, I would like you people to ponder on this picture. What's happening here? What do you think? Will this horse be able to move this cart? This cart in this cart, this horse is a teacher having all the technology just in front, just in front. All the gadgets are there, all the required tools are there, everything is there. Do you think that will be able to take this cart? Teacher will be able to take this cart to the destination successfully? No, never. Isolation of technology and educational objectives won't lead you anywhere. Won't lead you. You'll be astray. We cannot take it in isolation. We cannot take it in computer labs separately until unless we don't integrate it into our curriculums. We need to have new technologies which are actually this time unstable and are unclear to the students and the teachers as well. This here is the flaw of the management. They need to bring the integrated curriculum, and this frustration and instability is causing a frustration among teachers and students as well. This support, lack of support and readiness and the trainings all are causing distractions in the students and the teachers as well. So I hope you people have changed your mind about the effective technology integration in education by now. So there is an National Education Technology Standard for students from ISTE. They say that effective integration of technology is achieved when students are able to select technology tools to help them obtain information in a timely manner. And then they are able to analyze and synthesize the information and are able to present it professionally. So what type of training they demand from us to make this our students to be able to do all this? They say technology should become an integral part of how the classroom functions. So this is where world is working for. They are making their students to be able, and here we are unable to train our teachers. We are unable to make our teachers understand that the importance of technology. We cannot survive. This pandemic has made us people, the Pakistani people, come forward to accept this, forcefully accept this technology integration. Otherwise, this idea wasn't acceptable among us. Now we are talking about coming to the next levels, but earlier people were not even ready to accept this technology idea. So before we move on to the next part, that is about technology integration modes, I would like you people to tell me that what do you people think, that what is the technology integration and how effectively it works.
I'm just stopping Mehvish here for a minute. Mehvish, we have a number of audience here. So, audience, please feel free to write your responses in the comment box. If you also have any queries or questions, please feel free to write, and then we will be taking your responses. So, over to you, Mehvish, again.
So anybody would like to add into it? that what do they think what is technology integration, or what experience they are having right now working in their institute, how their institutes are working. I don't want the name of the institutes, it's okay. I just want to know that what people think. Hmm,
Right.
your
Let's
hand
let's
any
just
comment?
wait.
We should
Let's just
continue.
wait for a minute. I would really like people to comment. So everybody, you're kindly encouraged to write your responses in the comment box. What do you think is technology integration for you?
Or how your institutes are integrating it. Are they
Yes.
really integrating or just infusing it?
Hmm. All right. Anyone would like to answer? Okay. I'm just sharing a response for you, Mehvish.
Yes.
So it's on the screen. Indeed, teachers need professional training how to use technology for classroom setup, which in interior synth is almost scarce. Mr. Sumros SK Nori, who is Mr. Sumro Nori, has joined us from interior synth. So thank you very much. So this is one
You're
response.
welcome.
We will appreciate more responses like this. Everybody, the ones who are attending, please feel free how you are integrating or infusing technology into education.
Right. Yes, we are in dire need of it. We are in dire need of, hiring the professionals for to train these our teachers to be professional and the proficient users of
Hmm.
technology.
Hmm. So true.
Okay, shall I continue then?
I
We'll
Yeah,
keep
please,
on
please.
looking. Please do let me.
Let's start. Sure, I will keep
Please.
on posting the comments like this on the screen so that it's visible to you. Okay?
Okay,
So
thank you
over
so
to you
much.
again.
When I share my full screen, I'm unable to see the comments.
No worries. Please continue. I'll be there. I'll be sharing all
Please
with
let me
you.
know. Thank you so much. So, okay, coming back to the technology integration models. We have technology integration models. These models are way too effective. I am just in love with these models. They are very effective. I have personally used them and seen. In this short time, I'm unable to teach you people how to use these models, but we can have an overlook on it. And inshallah, in the days to come, we are going to have a session on these, particularly one session, 3 to 4 hour session on this one model. It's a quite big thing to go into it. So this model named TPAC includes three major areas, that is technological, pedagogical, content knowledge, the total one. Technological, pedagogical, content knowledge, TPAC. It has three parts. That is, first one is the pink one, you can see PK, that is technological knowledge. Then comes the CK, that is content knowledge. And then the third one is PK, that is pedagogical knowledge. What is our teacher are, you know, too expert in the content knowledge. They have a good sound grip on their content knowledge, whatever they have to deliver to their students. They have the pedagogical knowledge relevant to their content knowledge. Where they lack, first they lack in the technical knowledge, and along with that pedagogical knowledge, where technology comes. All these knowledge, technological knowledge, then content knowledge, and the third circle, pedagogical knowledge, combined together in the middle part, that is technological, pedagogical, content knowledge. They lack in the dark blue part. There comes technological on the right side of your screen, technological content knowledge, TCK. They are somehow good users of TK. They have a sound knowledge of CK, but when it comes TCK, I'm sorry to say they have no ideas how to combine, how to sum up technological knowledge with their content knowledge. Then, when comes the content knowledge CK with the pedagogical knowledge PK, again they lack. What pedagogies along with the technology, using the technology, we have to have pedagogies which suits our content knowledge. They lack where they have to collaborate them. Then the third part, outer side, that is TPK, technological pedagogical knowledge. They lack here. They don't know what type of technology will be delivered, how, what strategies they will adopt to deliver their lesson using these technologies. They lack there, and they lack altogether in TPAC. So we'll pick up the one lesson and we'll plan it the way we plan for traditional classrooms, and then we'll plan with the TPAC, and we'll see how TPAC, these three circles together bring the change, drastic change in a lesson. So this is the model. There are around 15 plus models through which we can integrate technologies, and different institutes have different models. Some where the institutes are quite up to date, they have introduced their own models through which they are integrating the technology, but they are at least using something. But we are just, we have the model, self model. We are using a model that is self model. Everybody has their own mindset of integrating the technology in the classrooms. So we have another successful model, that is summer model. I just love it saying it starts from the down top move. The first one is the substitution. It is what we are doing actually in the classroom. We are just substituting, we are just infusing and substituting our copy pencil task or teacher whiteboard presentation task with the PowerPoint presentation in the IT lab, saying that we have integrated technology. But basically, according to the summer model, we are just doing the substitution with no functional change. Okay, you are just bringing a tool in the lesson. Then it comes to augmentation, that is about technology bringing a direct tool substitution. Means we are directly changing a written and the traditional classroom task, now moving one step up towards the technology. Earlier, students were just using one tool. Now their whole lesson is gone to the technology. Modification. Now we bring significant changes in our tasks. We redefine our task in a very proficient way, where we bring our objectives and the instructional strategies and the tools in one alignment. Then come the redefinition. In redefinition, we bring new tasks that bring a big diversity in the lesson and helps us to attain high level objectives. So in it involves two steps. First one is enhancement of the lesson, and then we bring transformation in it. So it's again a model, and we have to go in quite detail to learn how to use this model. Okay, before we move on to the next one, I would like to tell you this. See, integrating the technology into education is not a task of your management or the teachers this time. We need to understand that we are in need of experts. Now, who will be the experts? Not your administration. They won't be your curriculum designers. Now, we need technological instructors. Technological instructors have a proper qualification in technological pedagogical knowledge. They might not be that strong in the content knowledge the much you are, but they are proficient users, they are proficient workers of bringing technology in the classrooms. Once your institutions hire them, they'll come up and they'll teach you how to use these models, and how to, even to learn from the internet how to use these models, you won't be able to integrate. There you need to, again, I would like to mention here as well that you don't need ICT persons, please. You don't need technicians here. Sorry, you're not in need of technicians. You need instructors, technological instructors who will come and teach you how to do this. So I hope you people have understood by now. Before I move on, Miss Kiran, is there any comment?
Yes, Mehvish, there are two, three comments that I would like to share. Can you stop sharing your screen for a minute? So
Okay.
I will share the comments. Now, this is a comment from one of our audience. Okay, so the comment is right there that I hope the presenter will share specific examples that can provide a source to integrate technology for teaching education. Then, other than this, there's something, two comments basically while you were explaining. Mostly teachers here use apps like Zoom simply but don't integrate technologies. That's a reality, in fact. And just a consequent comment is exactly most teachers think that the content knowledge will suffice for their online classes. And there's also one more very interesting comment that has come so far. It plays an important role in education. Integration is more important, but what do you think about training? It can be helpful. All right.
This is
So
what
these
I'm
are a few
telling you.
comments.
Yes, this is
Yes.
what I'm telling you, that we cannot survive without hiring educational instructors this time.
Hmm.
They will come and train our teachers. They are very good proficient users of bringing content knowledge, our teachers, but just they need one area or two areas where they'll be able to, integrate it in our content
Okay.
knowledge. I tell
I
you
would
one
like
thing.
to answer. Yes, I would like to
See,
answer this. Yes, Sumra sir, very soon, in fact, from August, we are starting officially a program. Mehvish is one of our facilitators because Mehvish, mashallah, se, has a very strong background on technology integration. So we are offering the 7 days course where teachers can enroll themselves and they can learn not only the basics of technology integration, but they can learn advanced technology integration as well. So we are offering this program for 7 days. All right. I'm sorry, I lost my internet connectivity for a minute. I'm very sorry. So to answer Sumra Saab's response, Sumra Saab, from August only, we are starting off a proper course on in technology integration. Mehvish will be one of our presenters, but we also have other presenters as well. And we will not be only talking about high-tech technology, but we will basically be introducing from the very basics of technology integration to first of all help teachers understand what technology is, and then taking them further to different softwares and different technological websites and apps which they can very easily and conveniently use. So yes, stay tuned. I will be posting the information of that course very soon, inshallah. I really wanted Mehvish to share her expertise with everybody so that people would come to know that what are we trying to introduce in future. All right. So Mehvish, over to you again. Just a little reminder: we have about 10 minutes left. So if you could kindly just walk us through what you are sharing, and then we can have question and answers.
10 minutes.
Yes, ten
There was
minutes.
a lot which I wanted to talk about and to deliver. And you are telling me that we are left with 5 minutes, ten
Not five
minutes.
minutes, ten
Okay,
minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, inshallah, I'll try my level best to wind up in the relevant time. Okay, so there is another very important topic I would like to go a little faster than before. That is digital literacy. See, we live in a family, and we all families have rules. We have some ethics which we combinedly share with each other. Each and every family, some families say that you cannot say outside after evening. Some have a trend of having dinners together or celebrating different things. Have Every family has a trend. Similarly, every society has a trend, like defense area or North Nazmabad or South area or same Punjab. Every society has different trends. Similarly, when we come online, we come, integrate technology. So we use online stuff. It has some ethics, some rules, which we all have to follow. It is basically about digital literacy. That before going online, before coming online, kindly teach your students and yourself what is digital literacy. We people come online and we threat and we trouble other, we post different things which are not ethically acceptable, but it's not our fault or not the students' fault because they have not been trained for it. So we need to understand what digital literacy is. When we talk about digital literacy, it is actually about having the right digital skills to achieve our goals. So what are these digital skills? How do we approach internet? We use our phones, we use different search engines, we search information using different search engines, we sometimes are evaluating the information, we try use internet to keep in touch with the teachers and the students, to assess different material and submitting the work. So, and then it's about staying safe. So all these aspects involve digital literacy. Whenever we are using some others' work, we are supposed to enable their name. Like I have done. I have quoted many people and I have written their name. But we people don't know. We just copy paste others' material, which is unethical actually. We try to keep in touch with the people. Okay, you people tell me, if I post up, I have been to a party and I had different pictures of my friends. If I post that picture without their permission, do you think it is ethical? Am I supposed to post a picture? No matter how many members are in the picture, 10, 12, but am I supposed to post this picture? Shouldn't I be asking all the 9, 10 people of either posting their picture or not? See, we people are not familiar of these digital literacy skills. We need to be aware of this. So using your private platforms, your profiles, we manage our learnings through different platforms. We communicate with the students, assessing course and materials, and all these areas, doing all these areas, we need to educate ourselves as well as our students too. That see, you are going to go online, keep in mind, take a turn. Keep in mind, don't record anything. Keep in mind, don't post anything which troubles others. We need to be digital literate before moving on. See, there are different digital resources I would like to share with you people, and inshallah in days to come we'll be discussing on each separately. There is an Audible. It's an Audible. It provides you somehow free access to the books as well for a month, 30 days trial, and it's very useful for the students for English reading and different grammar terms, and even in other fields. You can see much material over here, and you can assess and make your students read it. Then comes the formative. It's a very known, application, a tool. You can have objectives here. You can have, you can give your students the whole, sorry, skip from my mind. You can give your students a whole worksheet, yes, worksheet. And you can, assess it then and there, and they can have the answers. Or you can keep the feedback for the later responses. You can keep the feedback, or you can give the feedback right then and there. So it's a you can store the data, their results as well over there. It's a very interesting one. Then comes a Nearpod. It's a very informative one for the schools, colleges, even at the university level. It's I just love. What we can do, you can integrate teachers can integrate their existing knowledge into the present lesson. They can create new lessons. It gives you a good library from where you can pick up the lessons. There are hundreds, thousands of interactive activities which are built in. You can use them. It gives you real-time feedback. It gives you library. It gives you personal space as well. All the lessons are addable and customizable. It gives you private library, which is you use in person. I believe this is one solution to teachers' all problems. It works best on all the operating systems and devices. So for the online application and engaging and gathering information and gathering assessment, and even it helps you to prepare the report cards. So it's the best one and free of cost. Then it comes the Flickrs. Flickrs has some restrictions, but it's best one to create the puzzles and the objectives for the students. Quizzes. Inshallah, we'll have the lessons on the quizzes and you'll love it. You can have online around 50 students together in a quiz. and all playing together, and you can hide the results, you can show the toppers, you can show all the results. It's the best thing, and you can have the results at the end to mark as well. The same when we have a Quizlist is again the same one but provides you with different modes and different techniques. Then we have a Flipgrid. Christina prepared even a user guide separately for the users. So new users don't need to go anywhere. They just click and get a guide. It's free of cost and you can use it. It's the best tool equivalent to Nearpod, giving you, Nearpod only gives you a virtual tours facility, but Flipgrid will, restrict you there. Otherwise, it's an equally best application to bring the lessons. See, I have very interesting. I'll share the link, inshallah, with you people. This one, Liz Hask. It's a writer. She has prepared a virtual tour. You can have a tour, but I don't think we have a time. So, inshallah, in the next session, we'll have a tour or you can go on your own. She has prepared a story, Worries Move On, and then When Worry Takes Hold. In this pandemic, these two stories are really helpful. She has prepared a coloring patch for you, she has prepared the objectives, stories. You just click and see how she has prepared a whole lesson, a whole chapter, and a whole book, whole unit. Students can learn a lot. And one more interesting thing is that in this pandemic, this story can help them a lot. How to move with the worries and how to take hold when you get a worry. So, by the end, I would like to tell you people sent by you, the Great Education Commission, that we have extraordinary tools at our disposals today to democratize education so that a child in the deepest part of the rural Africa could be getting the same education as a child in the Manhattans. Technology today makes that possible. What is missing is the will to get it done and the resources. Because once we get the will in, the resources will follow. And I would like you people to add a comment that is there innovative thinking behind the school's implementation of the technology in the classrooms where you people are working? And think on what is the future of AdTech in Pakistan once this pandemic is over. I hope and believe that we all continue our efforts. It's not left about what we are doing now. It's about what we do in the days to come when this pandemic is over, where tech in Pakistan will lead us. I don't want people to leave these efforts and go back to their comfort zones. I request everybody to please carry it on and go to the next level because the world has already gone. We are already way too back, way too behind. Thank you very much for listening to me and giving me time. And it was a wonderful time with you people. I hope I have finished it on time.
Thank you, Mehvish. Thank you very much for being here with us. I've got some very good responses, some very, very good praising comments, which I'm just sharing with you all. So everybody, still we have about 5 minutes time. So if you have any queries, please feel free to ask. Mehvish is all here. Let me make an announcement one more time. We will, inshallah, be starting off with our short courses from August. We are actually in the planning phase, in the planning stage, and also all the presenters who are coming on my platform will actually be sharing proper courses. All right. So this is a kind of an orientation that we are organizing for you all. So generally, what I'm intending to do, I'm specifically focusing on new talent. I'm trying to bring young people in the field, which I think now is the time to give them the opportunity. We all have played our batting, and I think this is the time for them to come and take over. So you will see that most of the people who will actually be appearing through my platform are young, Most of them are my own students, or I know them through my students. So if anybody who is interested to showcase their skills, their talents, please feel free to contact me. I'll invite them, and then they can also share their learning and their expertise with us. So before I say, we still have time, so we are open to your comments, we are open to your queries. Please feel free to write in the comment box, and then we will just come up to a conclusion of this session today.
I would like to listen from them that what innovative thinking behind their school implementations of the technology in the classroom is doing actually.
Can you arrange a crash session on next week? Okay, Mehvish, are you available?
I'll let you know, inshallah. I'll try my
Okay.
level best.
I do have two more other technology. I won't call them experts, but yes, they are technology proficient colleagues,
Okay.
and I will let you know. So, Sumrusov, if possible, we will definitely be arranging next week. If not, just give us a time for about 2 weeks so that I can plan a good productive lesson and then share with you. All right.
Yes,
There's
where
another
can I,
comment.
how can I
Sorry.
comment? I'm unable to comment here.
Okay, you have to go to the comment box to comment. The comment box.
I, I'm just sending you my question. Please post it there. I'm
Sure,
unable
sure.
to do it.
Looking forward to integrate in my work, which you know. Okay. Well, Rika, yes, Zara, we will definitely be there to support you in whichever way we can, or at least I can. You know, I'm always there. Whoever needs me, I come
You
over.
are
So
always
don't worry.
ready.
Okay. Anybody else? If there's any other comment, anyone?
Dr. Kiran, I have just
Hello.
sent you a
Yes, I'm
question.
just
Please
just
post
checking.
it
Just
there.
checking. Okay. There is a question from Mehvish, which I'm posting for you all. Have a look, everyone, and if you would like to comment, please feel free. Right. Is there innovative thinking behind a school's implementation of technology in the classroom? Uh, if I would answer by the time the audience thinks about it and answers, I think schools are really struggling. They really do not understand, and because of this overnight change from four walled classroom to a virtual classroom, I think they're really, you know, really struggling.
That is
So,
struggling.
basically as educationers and as informed intellectuals, I think this is our responsibility to educate schools. This is our
Right.
responsibility to educate teachers, and this is also a responsibility to educate parents, which is extremely important. All right.
Right.
So, with this, everybody, I come to an end of our today's webinar. I'm sure you really liked it because it was something which was really very good. What I liked the most about Mevish's presentation today were the two models she shared, TPAC and
And the
SMART,
role model.
right?
Yes.
So I'm really looking forward to have more sessions on technology with her so that we can also learn and help others also. Now, just an announcement for tomorrow, everybody. Please do not miss the webinar tomorrow. It is a very interesting topic. And again, my student is coming up with her skills. It is an inquiry to inquiry. And that definitely will help us learn and understand a lot of ideas which will help us in whichever level we are teaching. So from 5 to 6 p.m. tomorrow, do join me. Every weekend, I come at this time, 8 to 9 on Saturdays and 5 to 6 on Sundays. So thank you very much. Inshallah, we'll meet again tomorrow and in future weeks as well. Stay happy, stay blessed, and please spread positivity around. With this, Allah Hafiz.
Happy